Hello, Internet, and welcome back to Saturday Night's Star Power. We are here to play a game today. We're playing the Fate system in our JoJo's Bizarre Adventure slash Shaman King slash Jujutsu Kaisen slash anime bullshit game that we've been doing here for a while. We're so excited to have everyone. It feels like it's been so long since we played, even though I'm pretty sure we played 2 weeks ago. I don't know why it feels like it's been a month. Super excited to be back. Before we get going, recap, talk about all the fun things that we're doing here today. I want to talk about what we're doing on the channel and all the other shows that we've got going on here on GGK. Tomorrow will be our next stream. If you enjoy what you see here this evening and you want more of it, join us for Thursday's Children, where we're playing a system called Vespa. Savannah runs that, and we're paranormal investigators in a 18th century Scandinavian setting. So it's very fun. We're confronting tree people or treeple and getting into trouble. Otherwise, our schedule, I think, this week is pretty much normal. I think there's some shakeup to what they're playing on Tuesday, but we'll announce what game they're going to be doing once we know for sure. And then all of our other streams during this week should be back on schedule. Hopefully back for Neon Souls this next Friday, because we've unfortunately had to miss a couple of weeks. That's pretty much it as far as announcements go. I haven't plugged our merch store in a while, but we have a merch store. If you want to buy stuff, click on the link and buy things. Like the Gubba Bump Shrimp Co. shirt that our model Sid is showing off for us. It's the hottest new item on the GGK store, and you would be missing out if you didn't pick one up with our new fall lineup for this season here at GGK. So click that link, go to it, and buy some shirts because it supports our channel. That's it. I'm going to let my players introduce themselves, talk about what they're doing here today, who they are, who they're playing, and anything else they've got going on they want to talk about. Starting with Savannah.
Hello, I'm Savvy. I'm at Savvy Seaworth on the internets, mostly on Twitter, where you can find my streaming schedule pinned to the top of my page. I've done more streaming than normal the past couple weeks, and might be doing less streaming, but it's because I get to go out of quarantine now, and I get to go back to work this week, and I'm really pleased. But I'll still be here Thursdays through Sundays, either playing in games or running them, particularly Thursday's Children on Sunday, which Val has already mentioned. And you can also find me Sunday nights on twitch.tv/lbhackemup playing Dungeons and Dragons, where I play a centaur druid who's decided that she only wants to wild shape from now on, and it's been a lot of fun. Today I am playing Piper, the brazen professional singer-songwriter, who has an anima, who's a big speaker man, named Vega. And also do the voice of Vespa. Lovies.
Hey everybody. Oh, it's me, RJ. And also, Twitch is not unmuted. Okay, hi. I'm RJ. You can catch me at RJSS282 on Twitter and Twitch, where I tweet about the nerdy things in my life and sometimes stream with my friends. It's been an off week for me, actually. There is no game tomorrow night over at the Lady Dames, but in the morning you can catch myself, Sarah the Hype Goblin, the Indoor Adventurer, and Danae of DanaeKeener.com in the AM, where we're doing a one-shot run by Cause. Playing a fighter, my most standard fare character ever. No hidden tricks up his sleeve yet. Other than that, you can catch me at the Indoor Adventures channel for our homebrew campaign on Mondays, Wednesdays over at Lantern Noir, Thursdays here for Elegant Magics, and every alternating Saturdays here once again for both Mistborn and Star Power. Today I'm playing Feng, who's I don't have the role pulled up, troubled fledgling hunter, and his anima, the Four Emperors. I also voice Omega.
Yeah, you do.
Hello, I am Christina Sid. You can find me on the Twitters at GreekSid, and I would like to introduce the entire internet to my bangs. Everyone say hello to my bangs. I'm very happy that they're here today and for the foreseeable future until they, grow out. Anyway, I just needed to get that one out of the way. You can find me here on Thursdays running, very, again, vague term, running a game of Good Society for some of these fools. Fridays, every other Saturday, like today, and on Sundays. You can also find me over on Monday evenings at 8 o'clock Eastern at twitch.tv/InfiniteRP playing Flames of Freedom. Please tune in this Monday. We have some very fun artwork that we had commissioned of a rather popular scene from a few weeks ago. You should come check it out on Monday. I'm just saying. Otherwise, today I am playing Penny. Penny Isa is the tech wizard member of the Isa family. Her anima is Omega, but I also occasionally yell lyrics by playing Vega. Yeah.
Hey everybody, I'm Wings, also known as Danae Keener. You can find me at DanaeKeener.com or at Danae Keener on Twitter, where I've got a pinned tweet with my schedule. Tomorrow I am going to be over on Hype Goblin with RJ. I'm playing as a tiefling whose name is Allegory. They grew up in a cave, and they have a dog named Plato, and I'm very excited for that. Today, though, I'm going to be playing as Vivian Coyle, who is an avaricious thief for hire. Her anima is Vespa, the bees, and on occasion I voice the Four Emperors.
There's an energy going on today that, again, I'm really not sure what to expect once we actually get into our session.
It's very strong.
It's a strong energy. I just haven't been able to pin down what kind of energy it is. So
Feng's going to
very
pull out a
excited.
Molotov, and everyone's going to go, how do you make that so fast?
I am Val, the Grind's Crown on Twitter and Twitch. You can find me here like Savannah, Thursdays through Sundays. I run 3 games, Neon Souls on Fridays, and then alternating games on Saturdays, including this one, Saturday Night Star Power, and then on alternating weeks, Saturday Night's Mistborn. Come join us for all those and see our full schedule. They're all fun games. But that's it. I'm ready to get started. Let's jump right into it, shall we? Gonna put on some more
I'm sorry.
dramatic music. I'm so worried about what y'all are gonna do today. Previously on Saturday Night's Star Power, your group, as you have now come together again for some common causes, had just defeated a phantom, a creature that had been stalking the streets of Las Vegas and consuming tourists. You had defeated the Elvis impersonator through a showy display of your powers, causing destruction and chaos around a apartment complex where Vivi's friend Jackie was living. You had left this complex, and unfortunately, after you had vacated the premises around the time that the police were arriving, Jackie was attacked by some enigmatic figure, was stabbed in the back, and left bleeding on the floor of her unit. The 4 of you found out about this pretty soon after, as Vivi received a phone call from the hospital that Jackie had been triaged to, and you began your investigation to find out what went wrong. Feng did a little bit of aura reading around the apartment and got a very strong presence that had been there shortly after you all left. It seemed to be responsible for Jackie's attack. Vivi went to the hospital, snuck in, avoided a confrontation with the police, and stole a look at some crime scene photos, one of which included a photo of the wall where this attacker had left a message, presumably for you. Excuse me. Allergies. presumably for you, that read... Do I have this in my notes? I don't.
I do.
I don't remember where I put it. Somebody read it off for me, please.
It's the one about the obelisk, right?
Ah,
Yes.
yep, I found it.
Look beyond the veil through the shadow of the obelisk.
Yes, I found it in my notes as soon as you started reading it. You found this cryptic message and told your group about this photo, and which prompted Penny to begin some investigation back home, looking into this obelisk. As Penny arrived back home, though, she met a new face. A member of the Isa family and one of the premier hunters of the organization, named Moxie. Very well known, very well established, and very powerful, though Penny, your knowledge of her is indirect at most. She is not typically stationed in the Las Vegas area. You had a little bit of conversation, leading to an awkward exchange before bed, and began your investigation in full into this obelisk creation, or this message. You found some details indicating that this something matching an obelisk may be located somewhere in the Las Vegas area. However, you don't know exactly where it's being kept. The rest of you, continuing your investigation to Jackie's attack, Piper went to the hospital, spoke with Detective Johann Bach, who asked some very pointed questions towards Piper, which she was able to deflect skillfully, enough to buy her some time so she could eventually speak with Jackie. You did. You had a good conversation with her where you were able to get some more information, find out anything she might know about the attacker, and gain some more clues into who might be the cause of all of this. You also got your story straight so that Jackie would not tell the police about your presence there at the apartment. Meanwhile, Feng and Penny were en route to the apartment once again to destroy any security cam footage that might implicate you in the attack, and also maybe potentially find out who it was that attacked Jackie. While Vivi, scouting out the Platinum Star Casino, need to make sure I don't reverse those so we don't get copyrighted, you overheard a conversation between Stephanie and her goons, one of which being a eccentrically, can't say that word, dressed gentleman named Julius, in which they talked about the attack, or talked about you, Vivi, specifically, wanting this jar, and sending Julius to look into Vivi and her goings on, and her fence, Jackie. Vivi ended the session by beginning a phone call to Detective Bach, while Piper, at the hospital sometime later, was being watched by Julius as he had arrived and found Jackie's location. But I want to pick up first with Vivi and this phone call that she is making, because that might be the most pressing matter right now.
All right.
You call the police front desk, the Las Vegas PD.
You were saying hotline, and I thought you were gonna you're calling the hot detective. I was like, wait a minute, whoa.
Wait, I
Out
don't
of
think
the
I
gate
asked
here.
last time.
Is
Yep.
he
Is
hot?
he on hot?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it would depend on your taste. Is more of like, if we're going with the anime tropes, it's more of like the glasses wearing, like stoic intellectual
So
type.
yes.
So whenever he's
100%.
brooding, like the flash goes across his
Sheen.
glasses. Yeah.
Yes, there's a lot of pushing them up in the center. Yeah,
I'm imagining.
Sorry today.
Now I can't remember his name, but I'm imagining that fool from Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh, the bureaucrat dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
suit.
Yeah,
Love him.
that's a good one. All right, Vivi. The police.
Hello, yes, can I speak with Johann, Detective Johann Bach?
Yes, one moment. And you're patched through. Rings, beeps for a few moments as you're on hold, and then clicks. And a very tired sounding detective picks up. Detective Bach.
Hi, Joey, it's V. I just wanted to let you know I'm going to be heading down to the hospital in a few minutes. I'm going to be visiting my old friend Jackie. There'll be a leopard print friend with me.
What are you up to?
I'd love to talk about it, but I need to hang up before you finish tracking my location.
Hold on, wait. We can talk about this. Just explain to me what's going on, okay?
If you want to find out, come to the hospital. Click.
All right. Where's Vivi going?
She's gonna go to the hospital.
Okay. Vivi beelines it to the hospital. Piper, I'm trying to remember where you were going. Were you just waiting at the hospital? Were you leaving to go somewhere?
I hadn't decided.
What is Piper doing then?
Piper is... Man, empathy is one of my skills. I don't think Piper wants to leave her Jackie there alone. Because she was being stalked by a Phantom Elvis and then got attacked after we thought we solved the problem. So I think Piper's going to stay nearby. Try to keep an eye on comings and goings from Jackie's room.
Okay. I think they're so you're waiting like out in the kind of lobby area, but like not necessarily a lobby, but more in like the hallway around the nurse's station. Or are you like pulling up a chair to Jackie's bed and trying to sit there and hoping nobody tells you to leave?
Yeah, if I can stay in the room, I'm gonna try to stay in the room.
Okay. Well, let's say this, because some time has passed. Maybe Jackie is out of critical condition, has been moved to her own room,
Cool.
rather than being in the main ICU. And I'll just give it that Piper is talky enough, manipulative enough of a people person.
You can say manipulative enough.
To be able to stay past visiting hours. You convince the nurses to let you stay. So it's you. Jackie is in the room. She is out right now, is sedated, and has enough painkillers going through her that's hard for her to stay awake, but she is stable.
I was just trying to decide how Piper would twist it, but
yeah,
probably definitely play the sympathy card of like, you weren't even able to get a hold of her next of kin. Like, come on. Girl needs somebody here.
There is, sorry, I made the mistake of pulling up the chat. You are sitting in this quiet hotel room, just like this slow, kind of very muted beeping of the vitals monitor on the next to Jackie's bed as she's sleeping quietly. There's occasionally some footfalls. Somebody passes in the hallway, but it's very dead right now as we are very early in the morning currently, or very late at night, depending on your perspective. As you are waiting, the door opens, and pushing inside with a kind of one of like the nurses like carts with like the monitor on it and some other like drawers. I don't know exactly what they call those at the hospital, but pushing in one of these kind of dollies is a nurse, very tan skin, and he looks at you and kind of seems a bit surprised. Says, "Oh, sorry, I wasn't expecting any visitors here."
Surprise.
I just need to take some readings.
Okay.
Are you family?
Close enough.
Right. Just give me a second. I'm gonna do my thing, and I'll be out of here right away. Pushes over to the side of her bed, and begins to inspect some of the equipment. Why don't you roll notice for me? I'd say notice or empathy.
They are the same.
Cool.
What I
Then
mean.
it don't matter to me.
-1.
Not good. Okay.
No, I didn't think it was.
You have fate points? You want to reroll some?
I probably should. I don't trust this cat. Yeah.
Yeah, you can spend a fate point
Yeah,
to reroll.
can I
if you'd
reroll?
like. Do you have an aspect that you'd like to that you're invoking for this? Because you have to invoke an aspect to get the reroll.
Guess I have to use the
I can
whole
make-
thing. Can't just make an argument for brazen.
No, I mean you can. You don't have to use the
Oh,
entirety
okay.
of an aspect to invoke it. It just
Cool.
has to be related to the aspect.
Yeah, I'm gonna call brazen on this one and say Piper is making it very clear, extremely clear, that she is watching this fool.
Okay. What did you roll? Empathy or notice?
I'll say empathy.
Okay. As you kind of push closer and begin to kind of get in this person's face, what do you roll?
3.
As you push in and begin to investigate a bit, what does Piper do? Kind of describe it to me.
I think like she like sits for a minute. It's like a little bit antsy about somebody being in the room, and then like kind of scoots the chair over to like get a better look, and then is like, no, you know what, screw it, and just kind of gets up and like goes like around the bed to like opposite side of whichever one he's on, and just kind of like leans on the it's not a railing, it's not really a you know, the things on the side of the bed. Just kind of leans on it and just like feigning deep interest.
As you kind of move in close, you see him kind of keeps like glancing over at you, is trying to ignore you and not make a big deal about it, but you do notice a couple of things. Like his posture shifts and he seems pretty like defensive towards you, like he's trying to keep you within the corner of his eye, his line of sight, to the point where you're noticing like he keeps checking like the same couple of things over and over, like he doesn't really know what he's looking for. And you also notice that he is wearing a very strong cologne. Like just leaning in, just getting this close is like it's enough. It's the first thing you probably notice when you move in. Just very, very strong cologne.
Sorry, am I in your space?
Yeah, kind of, actually. If you don't mind just sitting over there while I'm finishing up here.
I mean, if it's okay with you, I'd super like to. I actually want to go to nursing school, so it's like just totally fascinating to me.
Right. Well, it's a lot of work, so good luck with that.
I bet. Is that why you have to wear so much cologne all the time? Not enough time to shower, am I right?
Yep. Yep. Definitely. Busy, long hours.
It's got to be dangerous for people with allergies, though, right? Like, I mean,
You know,
you're
I
the
hadn't
nurse.
thought about that. Yeah. It's actually it's a good point. I'll think about that.
So is checking blood pressure like super hard? Because you've done it like 4 times. Does she have like a weak pulse or something? I watched a lot of House, so picked up a couple of things.
You know, you're kind of annoying.
I've been called a lot worse.
He is kind of glaring at you for a second, has dropped a bit of the smile and the polite attitude. And you hear the you hear the clicking of something metal as his hand kind of slowly reaches behind his back.
That only sounded vaguely like a threat.
He pulls the gun and points it at you. No, it is a threat. Can you sit down, please?
You know, I would. Yeah, I'm not gonna let you do whatever it is you think you're gonna do in here.
Sit down, or I'm going to shoot you.
In a quiet hospital surrounded by people.
He looks down at the gun with the suppressor at the end of it and says, I think I'll be fine.
It's a suppressor, not a silencer, buddy. I've seen guns before.
Like I said, really annoying. Listen, I'm just here to ask your friend a few questions. So why don't you sit down? We're going to wait for her to wake up. When she does, I'm going to ask her what I need, and then I'll get going.
I'll make you a deal. I've already talked to her, and I know what happened. You leave Jackie alone. I'll sit down and you can talk to me.
Fine. But if you don't have the answers to what I need, I'm going to ask her.
Try me.
So you go and you sit.
Mm-hmm.
All right. He moves around the bed, kind of leaning against the kind of the handrail at the end of it. Gun still resting and pointing in your direction. And I want to cut away from that for a moment. And I want to go to Penny and Feng and what they are currently up to. Penny and Feng, the two of you in your Uber arrive at the apartment building.
I
police
counted 16 times through that song. Why does he love this song this much?
Oh no.
Hey, wake up. We have work to do.
Hey, bud. We're about to go into a neighborhood. Could you turn it down a little?
Oh yeah, man, I'll turn it down if you need me to. Like turns down like 2 notches.
Thanks, bud.
Yeah, no problem, man.
So, where exactly is this security footage going to be stored?
Sid has no fucking clue, but would Penny have some general idea given
I mean,
that
if it's CCTV, it's probably in the manager's office. Don't ask how I know that.
blah.
Okay. So are we going with the bit where you're my boss and we're here to check up on things?
The first part isn't a bit. I am technically your boss when you work for my company.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So, yeah, sure.
Okay. Can I go back to napping?
We're not staying in the car. We have to get out.
Oh shit, are we here already? Fuck.
The Uber driver pulls up, comes to a stop. I think the police have cleared out at this point. There's some like caution tape over the broken windows and walls outside the apartment on the second floor. It's pretty dead around here right now. The Uber driver says, "So, do you want me to like wait here for like longer? Or are you going back?"
Yeah, go ahead and wait 10 minutes, and if we haven't come back, then you can just charge us for the time.
All right, dudes, I'll wait over here.
Great, thanks.
As Feng walks by, just knucks.
Amazing.
Chop.
These guys are just best
Yeah.
friends now. What's the driver's name? We have to know the driver's name by now.
Raul.
Yes.
Okay. All right, I'm adding that. Raul, the Lyft driver, the Uber driver.
Not sponsored.
Not
All right. You head to the manager's office.
Yeah. It's like 3 a.m. though, right? There's like
Mhm.
there's no one there. I'm gonna
No.
assume, right? Okay.
No, it's
Okay.
locked and closed.
So, given that she works in security, she can she get a general idea around if she thinks the place has like a security system?
Yeah, I mean, you know that from the research you've already done. There is a camera feed. There are cameras on the exterior to the building and some of the interior hallways. And I mean, there's a little like sticker on the window. It's like
It's
ADT
protected.
security. Yeah,
Mhm. Which
something
means
like that.
no, they don't have an actual security system, right? Okay. Penny is going
A big
to...
beware of dog sticker plastered across the window.
Yeah. Then Penny is going to could she use crafts to put together like a little lockpick situation?
Just a bobby pin.
Yeah, sure. So using crafts to create an advantage for breaking in.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you can do that.
Cool.
So roll crafts for me.
And that's a plus a 3. That's a 5.
Damn, nice. Okay, with the 5, yeah, you do create. Yeah, so you create advantage. So I'm trying to think of what we would label that, but I guess just like burglar's tools would be the advantage. Okay. All right. So you have that. You create a little lockpick to get in. You want to try to use it to open the door?
Uh-huh.
All right. So that'll be burglary.
Which I don't have. But with the advantage, I get...
So I think I'll consider that succeeding in style, where you get a free invoke of the advantage. So you will get to add either a +2 to your roll, or you'll get to re-roll.
Okay. Can I decide after I roll it?
I think you have to
before I
decide
roll it?
before whether you want the +2, and then after you can decide if you want the re-roll.
Okay.
Not to say you can't do both. The advantage will stick around. You just have to spend a fate point if you want to do the re-roll.
Got it. Okay. I will start with doing the +2 then.
Okay.
Wait, won't you roll? There we go. One.
That's fine. I was just going to say you need a 1 or higher to get through. It's not a very secure, as you are able to see, it's not a great security system. You're able to pick the lock, and the door creaks open as you turn the knob. No alarms to go off.
Cool. I guess go straight for wherever it looks like a computer hookup, something, and let's fuck with the security footage.
Okay. What is your plan for the security footage? Are you trying to just destroy the systems? Are you trying to... Essentially what you're looking at is a... yeah, I'd say it's a computer system that is all the security files are uploaded to every day. So you'll have the footage that, like I said, it's a closed network, so it's not like uploaded to a server or like a cloud or anywhere. But the local network uploads the security footage, so there's a bunch of files on there with different timestamps for different days.
Definitely want to look through, like around, see anything we might be able to see around the time that Jackie was attacked.
Sure.
And then yeah, maybe do like a fast, like a ×10 fast forward through of the rest of the evening, like see if anything interesting pops up, and then yeah, we're gonna wipe everything before we would have up until the point we've showed up.
Hey, Penny, do you know if our anima pop up on these sort of things? Because I remember from our lessons, people who don't have anima can't see them, but...
Yeah, they can't see them, but anyone that can could. Why?
Gonna hate this then. He's going, as they're fast forwarding through the videotape, he's gonna try doing the aura reading to check if he can spot the aura in the camera feed.
Ooh.
Okay, so you can tell, like, looking for that aura that you found previously.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's do notice for that.
My notice is a +1.
Okay. Actually, hold on. I always got to remember, notice or investigate. No, this would be investigate.
Okay, so +2.
Because you have it, you're looking at a very specific place. Notice is like, if you've noticed the thing. Investigate is if you're looking at the thing and you're looking for details.
Okay, here we go. Oh, that's 5.
Woo!
Damn. All right. You scroll through the footage. Penny, and like Penny says, when is your fast forwarding and kind of scrubbing through the footage of the area, the time before the accident, you see all of you coming up the stairs and splitting up and doing your things, and then animas and explosions and Elvis and fish and all this all the action happening at very fast speed. And
I
you're
want to
able
kind of
to
watch this with the Benny Hill theme in the background.
Feng pulls out his phone, goes on YouTube, and types in the Benny Hill.
It seems appropriate.
Also known as Yakety Sax, I believe.
All right, you see all that and you move through that part, but you have the right file. Afterwards, after you've left, some time passes, and Fang, you see almost like there is like you're watching this footage normally, which I guess describe to me like what the four emperors are doing is, because I think I want to bring in more description of your anima.
Let's see who it's as they're watching this, you can see the top helm portion of Black Tortoise's form just visor into his eyes.
Cool. So through this visor, you're getting this. I'm imagining almost like infrared view of the footage, and you're seeing just like the normal kind of slightly distorted figures of everyone kind of moving around, and everything seems normal. You get a slightly more powerful aura from when the four of you were there, and then there's a lull. You see the police moving around in some of the footage. And then on the camera feed because you're getting these like concurrent videos happening, you see the external camera feed, and it's almost like a flare, like somebody shining a flashlight directly in your face, as somebody's coming from external to the building, and begins moving towards it. Penny, to you just see a police officer come from off camera and walk their way inside normally. But Fang, that kind of stands out to you almost immediately.
He'll point it out to Penny, and he'll just hold like his mouth. He kind of looks a little sick.
What? It's a police officer.
Yeah, but they are super soaked in that aura I found in Jackie's apartment. Kind of like slime time in Nickelodeon.
So this is the attacker then.
Yeah. Can I turn this off? I'm getting like a migraine.
Yeah.
It disengages the aura, and Fang, as you're feeling that again, that sense of like dread and discomfort from this overwhelming force that begins to dissipate as you end your ability. Penny, you watch the concurrent camera feeds as they move through the internal first floor hallway, go up the stairs, up the stairwell, seeming normally, nothing out of the ordinary, till they make it to Jackie's apartment. They knock on the door. There's a brief pause. The door opens and they head inside. Then there's a lull, and you fast forward 5-10 minutes. And after about 10 minutes pass, the door opens again, and someone leaves. Not the police officer from before. Instead, you see a figure you do not recognize, who is about average height, looks human from first view, very thin. However, they have short purple hair, and you see the glint of piercings along their ears and eyebrows. And as they walk down the hall, you see them glance up at the camera for a moment, and you just see these pure white irises, with just the specks of their retina underneath, just these tiny black voids.
Vivi's gonna get screenshots, like try to, enhance, try to get a good solid picture of this individual.
Okay.
And then
and fast forward through the rest of the evening. Anything interesting from otherwise, the rest of the police investigation. Probably see Feng show up eventually and go on in.
Yeah.
All that good stuff.
The rest of the evening goes about how you expect. No changes. Eventually, like at some point, the paramedics come up, or like a police officer comes up to knock on her door. Has been like going down the hallway, knocking on people's doors, having them exit. Makes it to her door. Nobody answers. They open it. Then there's a bit of panic. Eventually, EMTs come up, take Jackie out, but no, nothing out of the ordinary. Other than nothing you wouldn't expect.
Okay. Then basically going to scrub everything. We'll say like an hour before we get there. Just to fuck with things.
Okay. You scrub all the footage from basically all the footage that y'all are on. Delete those files. And anything else you want to do while you're here?
And then like probably any way to like put something in to just make the whole goddamn thing fail.
Like the system causing.
Yeah. So we can cover our tracks that we didn't actually like fuck with anything. It just, something happened with the explosion or something. Cut a line or something.
Okay. So like damaging the equipment, or like.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you could do that.
Cool.
That would be easy. Just need a pair of scissors or a hammer or both.
Okay. Fray the wire. She'll fray the wire, just make it look like someone didn't, upkeep very well. But yeah.
Okay.
Fuck with it. It's done.
All right. You do this, and I think the monitor goes dark when that happens, as it loses power, simulating some sort of hardware issue. Like you said, poor maintenance led to this thing shorting out before the accident. Confident that, anything else?
Oh, we just wipe down fingerprints, all that good stuff, and pat a probably now napping Feng on the shoulder and be like, all right, we're out of here.
Okay.
The two of you leave, locking the door behind you. You head out into the parking lot, and as you begin crossing the parking lot towards the car, and you see your Uber driver waiting. It's been less than 10 minutes at this point. He's currently waiting for you. You hear kind of a boom. Look around. You look up, and you see on the edge, on the side of one of these buildings, one of these other apartment complexes, like across the street, there is something dangling off the side. A thick, hulking monstrosity with these massive upper arms that is kind of has its fingers embedded in the brick that is currently hanging off the side of, and it has this bulbous central torso that these massive arms are connected to, and thin dangling, almost like prehensile legs that they completely like devoid of muscle, just skin and bones, that it isn't using to support itself at all under these massive arms. And at the center of the torso, you see it kind of peel open, where these a massive central eye opens up. This looks bloodshot and gray, and the eye kind of whips around and then locks onto the two of you.
It might be the sleep deprivation, but that looks like a phantom.
Yeah, can you wave to Raoul to get the fuck out of here, and we need to go.
Yeah. Raoul, start the car! Start the car!
You begin to run across the parking lot, and
Are
you
we
don't.
gonna do a car
car chase with Liv and La Vida Loca in the background. Yes.
You begin to sprint across towards the car as the eye follows you, and it doesn't have a mouth, so it doesn't make like a roaring noise or anything, but instead you hear this kind of like gurgling noise coming from the creature that sort of echoes across the parking lot here. And as Feng and Penny are both running towards the car, Raul, kind of rolling down the window, looks like over the music, kind of gives a wave and then says, "Are y'all ready to go?" And there's just a an explosion of debris behind you. From Raul's perspective, he essentially just sees the parking lot explode again, as asphalt and rocks are thrown astray to the sides, as this creature lands about 20 yards behind you as you're running away, and using its massive upper arms like legs begins to charge across the parking lot towards you just as you make it to the car. Is there anything you want to do to slow its advance as it is trying to stop you from leaving?
Yeah. I would like to shoot some Omega at it.
Shoot some
Try to-
Omega at it.
I want to shoot some Omega at it. If I could either like a freeze, like bubble it and then make it not move, or if I do this really fucked up, could I like turn it in reverse and like make it go backwards in time, like 10 seconds?
Yeah, I was gonna say, so if we're still sticking with your time pack, because I meant to ask about that too, because with all of your family having time-based powers, I was curious if you were still doing pennies as the ability to like move backwards and forwards in time. So I do like the ability of like putting it on a time loop for a moment where it like is back up on the building and then it leaps down, it's back up on the building and it leaps down. Yeah, I like that. Let's do a this is more of overcoming an obstacle. Do you have a stunt or something? I don't remember if you created one that for using your abilities.
I mean, the only one I did was the time warp thing. It's like reevaluating situations. So like,
yes,
I could re-roll if this goes bad. But
no, I think we could do this as maybe a. We can stick with this being like shoot.
okay. That's a 3. Let me roll a shoot. That's a 5.
Okay. You.
Just like looking back in the back seat, like just straight out.
Let me actually roll for the creature as it tries to resist. So it is going to resist with nothing that it has any skills in, so it can't even get a 5. Oh, I just rolled 4d6s. Why did I do that?
Because that's the only way you'll get to 5.
Yep. I beat you.
Wait, what?
Alright, it rolled a 1, so that is not going to cut it. Oh no, it did not roll a 1, it rolled a -1. My bad.
So do I 60 with style?
Yes, you do. So you put it onto this time loop as everything kind of
So just, like,
reverses.
Looking backward out the window, like yelling at Feng, like, you want to get a read on this thing? And bro, we need to go, like now. Like, if you break any laws, I will pay your tickets. Just go really fast. And then yeah, just Omega springs out of her outstretched hand out the back window toward this thing. Basically throws up like almost a transparent barrier that absorbs into the creature and then literally just sends it backwards in time from whence it came. So, and back up onto the building.
Love it. Is Fang doing anything?
Yeah, he was asked to take a reading. He's going to take a reading.
Okay.
Why?
guess this will be investigate.
Yep. 4.
All right, 4. You get a reading on this creature as Raoul hits the gas and begins to streak away, that your helmet kind of closing the visor, and you see this creature behind you, not nearly as powerful as the one you saw before. This is actually in the same kind of, you're getting that same like presence or similar presence to the elfish that you saw before. This is a sort of a lower tier phantom, but essentially if you took a reading of the Hulk and just Hulk smash personified, that's kind of what you're getting here. Just to destroy is you're getting this image.
Yeah, they are very angry.
Good. Maybe they can stay up there for a little while.
All right.
Feng just leans over to the front seat. Hey, Raoul, have you ever seen 2012 with, John Cusack?
Rose white knuckling the the steering wheel right now as he is flooring it to get away. Is not responsive currently.
This will be new for you too, buddy.
As Living La Vida Loca continues to play in the background. All right, back to the hospital. I'm gonna say this is around the time that Vivi is approaching. So the question I have is Vivi kind of scouting again with her bees, or is she just like going into the hospital?
I have a few questions. First of all, does Johann... I'm working off of the assumption that Johann is mundane and that he knows nothing about, like, phantoms or anima or anything.
As far as you know, yeah.
Oh, God. Okay, that's great. Cool.
I will say that you have had enough encounters for him that there's no reason for you to think that he has any powers like this. Like,
okay. The other question is, I know that mundane people can't see anima, but if I were to like plant a bee somewhere, would I be able to like make a sound that somebody could hear through that bee? If they were
Maybe if it like bonked against something.
or even
yeah, I
like
would say
speaking through them.
I'd say sure, because we'd have to have that be all right, because I think part of Piper's mythos is using Vega to create sounds and stuff to amplify her music and all of that. So I would say yes, that the effects created by anima can be perceived by mundanes, though the animas themselves can't.
Okay. I want to say that Vivi...
In fact, it would have to be that case for the elfish thing to even work. So yes, that's what
Gotcha.
we're going with.
Okay. I'm going to say that Vivi beelines it to the hospital and she does a little bit of setup. And I'll get to that whenever the detective arrives. But she does a little bit of setup. She plants a bee down in the like the waiting area. It's a tin can with a bee inside, and then that bouquet that she was holding earlier in the tin can. So it's a little bit out of place, but it like it fits in enough that if you're not looking for it, you're not going to see it. But a detective's eye would definitely pick it up. So that's down in the waiting area waiting for him, and she's going to go up onto the roof and basically do some reconnaissance, looking for Julian.
Okay.
Julius. Okay.
I'm sure I have that right.
In my notes, it's Julius.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
correct.
That means nothing, though. I say all kinds of shit.
Yeah, you do. I'll say for the reconnaissance part of finding Julius, that is not something I'm going to make you roll for, because as you send your bees into the hospital where they find Jackie, they find Piper. They find Piper at gunpoint in Jackie's room by Julius, who you have seen previously, though currently dressed as a nurse.
Well, that's a big uh-oh. I want to say that the bee is going to, like, crawl up onto, like, Piper's lapel, and try to make itself known to her. to basically say like, you've got backup, but like, you know, I'm not gonna let the other guy know.
So this is around the time that Piper, you have sat down in the chair. Julius grabs a chair and sits across from you. Or no, he stays standing, leaning against the edge of the bed, and keeps his gun drawn on you. And as you sit down, you hear like a zzz as a bee lands on your shoulder.
Debating. Don't want the bee to be seen just in case. And I just like casually kind of scoop the bee, just kind of like tuck it, because Piper's got all kinds of like hair shit going on. Just kind of like tuck it right, like just scratch and itch, just kind of like hide
Just
it.
goes tuck it right behind her ear.
Yeah, just like tuck it right there. I don't think having a bee on her bothers her at this point.
I'll allow that.
She trusts this bee. This better not just be a regular bee.
Can you imagine?
Oh shit, I fucked up, huh? Just gonna kind of tuck it. Be like, okay, there's something crawling on me. Still getting used to that sensation. But yeah, I think she doesn't want it, just in case he can see him. Doesn't want to be like, there's a bee on you. A thing normal people would react to.
As this is happening, Julius doesn't seem to notice or draw any special attention to your actions. And instead, he asks you, all right, level with me. Who are you? I mean, who are you to Jackie? I know who you are,
I'm
obviously.
Piper.
Yeah.
I'm on the billboards outside.
Yeah, I've seen him.
I'm just making sure. Level of backstory you have. Jackie's a friend of a friend.
Is this friend named Vivi by any chance?
Yes.
Where's she at?
I have no idea. I've been here all night. Check the cameras if you want.
And why are you here?
Because a friend of mine was brutally stabbed in her apartment, and I don't want it to happen again.
Well, buzz around town is that Vivi might be the one that did it.
It's absolutely not true.
Well, doesn't matter if it's true or not. If we make enough people believe that.
I'm just answering the question.
All right. Vivi has something that was promised to someone else. We need that.
Vivi has a lot of things.
Right. She'll know what you're talking about. Give her a call for me.
Didn't even stop to think that I might already know what it is if you just tell me. We're basically best friends, so.
What do you think it is?
It's probably not the jade giraffe. You don't strike me as a jade guy, no offense. Jewelry might be more your speed. No, get in the way of your mediocre disguise jobs. But I do think I know what you're talking about. It's the jar, right?
Well, color me surprised. Not just an empty-headed pop star. Where is it?
I don't know. But I know Vivi doesn't have it anymore.
You know she doesn't have it, then who'd she give it to? Or sell it to?
She didn't sell it. But she handed it over to somebody. I think
Who?
somebody who needs it a lot more than you do.
Kind of levels the gun a little more steadily at you. I need a name.
I don't have one. And neither does Jackie, because the whole point was she was supposed to fence it to you, or my guess is your boss. You strike me as a minion type.
Go ahead and roll to deceive for me.
Okay.
He's going to roll with empathy.
In these situations, it's funny to hear it called empathy. Okay.
I think you pronounced gun wrong.
I always think of Adventure Time. Empathy, empathy.
I've got a 3.
Okay. Oh, shit. Where'd the roll go? Also rolled a 3.
What does that
So
mean?
that
It's a
is
tie.
it's a tie. So it's a success with consequences.
Okay. I'll take that.
I'm trying to think what those consequences are going to be.
Gunshot seems pretty severe, just saying.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's severe enough for him to shoot you over
He
it.
can shoot me in the shoulder, because if this is like an action movie, I'll be fine in like 20 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's an anime. You get stabbed through the stomach with a spear and you'll be fine in 20 minutes. He seems to be disarmed a little bit by your insistence that you don't know who was given to. But he says, fine. You might not know. She probably does. So call her, please.
Oh, now we have manners. Have you thought about starting with manners and then escalating to gun? Maybe with, like, I don't know, knife or something in between.
You're funny.
I know. Fine. I'll call Vivi. So I'm gonna assume she's been listening. Hopefully correctly. And that I didn't just make friends with a random bee.
What are the with a random bee? What are the chances that there are police lights in the parking lot now?
I'll say hi. Yeah, I think, well, not necessarily lights. I think a car pulls up in the parking lot. You have a bee stationed out there too. You see what's like an undercover vehicle pull up, one of like the unmarked police cars is what I'm looking for. Pull up in the parking lot, park, and stepping out is Detective Bach. Kind of looks up at the facade of the hospital and then heads inside. It does not seem like he has any other backup or anything with him currently.
Okay. And then like Vivi's phone starts buzzing, and she goes, well, shit. She lets it ring for a few seconds to not make it seem like she like was anticipating it. And she'll flip open the phone, and she'll go, Piper!
Hey, Vivi. I'm with a friend of yours.
Speaker, please.
You're on speaker with... What's your name?
Julius. Remember me, Vivi?
Jules, it's so good to hear from you again. Still wearing leopard print?
No, he's a nurse now. He didn't tell you?
Oh my god, I'm so proud of you, Jules. Nursing school is... wow.
I'm here with two friends of yours right now. One of them's not looking so good.
I'd heard about that. You didn't have anything to do with that, did you?
No.
I don't know. His cologne alone might have put her under.
I think Vivi through the phone and through your B, you just hear him cocking the gun again as he pulls the hammer back. I'm getting a bit tired of this. You know what we're looking for, Vivi.
I don't have it.
Who does?
I found a better seller. That's how it goes.
Just give me a name.
I don't think you deserve one.
Your friend Piper here might beg to differ.
Please.
No, I also don't, actually.
You're not gonna shoot a pop star in the middle of a hospital. Especially since I'm looking at the blue light special down in the parking lot right now.
I want Vivi to roll to provoke.
Oh shit.
Is there helping? Am I helping? By being an asshole?
We're both being assholes.
I feel like Piper has some subconscious carryover from being shot at before.
Piper could also
And it's
roll
just like,
to...
no.
Piper could roll to provoke to create a advantage that Vivi could use. That would be how she could help.
Okay.
I gotta roll
So-
4 of these.
Let's have
I'm gonna try.
Piper roll. Yeah, Piper roll to create an advantage first, because through her instigation here.
I rolled a 4.
That's really good.
That is really good.
Yeah, so you can invoke that. I think he is the advantage that I'll give her, the aspect that I will put up. I didn't put the one up for the burglar's tools.
Mostly burned
Oh,
fuse.
no, those are gone.
Sorry, I don't know if you're taking suggestions.
I'll put it. Mostly burned fuse.
I think Piper has burned this fool down to about right here.
All right. So you can utilize that. I think it'll have a free invoke. If you want to use it now for the +2, or you want to use it after for the reroll.
Oh, God. Okay. Ooh. Well, I'm gonna put it this way. I don't have any. I don't have anything in provoke. So, what do you guys think? Should I use the +2 now, or save it for a reroll?
Use a +2 now. Worst case scenario, you burn a fate point and then do a reroll.
Okay, I'll do it.
That's what I do.
That is a 0, which gives me I have the +2, so that's a 2.
All right. He also doesn't have anything in will, so it's just going to be a flat roll. That is a 0.
Whew.
All right. Are my rolls not showing up in the...
I'm not seeing him.
Why are they not showing up?
I can see them.
Yeah, they just
You
showed
see
up.
them?
Yeah,
Oh, I see
there
them
was
now.
They're
There
not
was a
showing up
delay.
at the bottom. It's like up in the middle, but it just it showed up.
Weird.
I think maybe it's just delayed. I didn't see it when the roll went through, and then I clicked back, and there it's there now. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. There is a you see his kind of expression sort of break for a second, Piper, and he backs off. I think he will take I forgot about this in the social aspects of this. He'll take some mental stress for that.
Two of us were just such big bitches that he took mental damage.
you insulted his clothes. You called him a minion. You told him the police are coming. You're not telling him the info he needs.
He worked
Vicious
really hard
mockery.
in nursing school, and you're making a mockery of that.
He went to night school.
He worked
Jules
so
is
hard
nice.
printing out that fake nursing degree.
Mm-hmm.
He sort of backs up towards the window, Piper, and looks down into the parking lot. Says, "I don't see any lights down there, Vivi."
Is there no lights?
No, I don't think Detective Bach put on his lights out there. He says, "I think you're bluffing."
You want to take that risk?
Just give me the name, V.
You know, I always hedge my bets, Jules.
So what? I'm supposed to believe you've got a cop on your side now? You? Really?
He doesn't have to be on my side. He just has to be against you.
I think at this point down in the lobby, you see Detective Bach, who went up to reception and was kind of talking for a minute with the nurse at the front station, then kind of begins to walk back to the hospital and looks over, sees the can with the flowers in it.
I want to say
Moves
that
over to it.
that there's a faint sound of like a voice coming out of the can.
He moves over and kind of begins to lift the flowers up.
Bear with me here. It's a live feed to what's going on in the hospital room.
But through Vespa's voice.
Yes.
Can I get a piece of that, please, Savannah?
I need some kind of. Give me a line. What have we said so far?
All right.
You know, I always hedge my bets, Jules.
As
You know, I always hedge my bets, Jules. Do you really want to take that chance? Just give me a name, V.
Are you feeling lucky, punk?
I don't see any lights down there.
There's a string coming off of the can leading down the hallway.
You literally made. Okay.
That's not how that works, because it
I'm
has to
sorry,
be caught.
can we get the line?
Yeah, no, I know.
He doesn't have to be with me. He just has to be against you. Can we? I'm sorry. I need that. Just that last reading. I'm sorry.
Is that how it went?
It was a great line. What was it again?
He doesn't have to be on my team. He just has to be against you.
Thank you. I needed that in my soul. Thank you.
Okay, so is the idea here that we're trying to trick him into thinking this is a can on a string that he is hearing?
Essentially, yes. I mean, yeah, the string is not taut. It doesn't work like that. And there is like a bee that either he can or cannot see, repeating everything they hear in the room. So that's
Okay.
how it's working. The string is there to lead him to where it's coming from.
My favorite part of Saturday is when Danae goes, "Just go with me."
And I want to say that, like, Vivi has done this kind of bullshit before.
Just gonna roll this real quick.
Oh
That
my
is a
God.
1. Okay.
Wait, is
He,
that good or bad?
For who?
The detective for Johan, he walks over and picks up the can, or like pulls the flowers out as he's hearing this. Looks at the can, like reaches in the bottom to see if there's anything there. Feels the string. Puts it up as like hearing the conversation as it's happening.
Do you want to take that risk?
Like drops the can, or no, he holds it and then just like keeps like pulling the string as he's following it down the hallway and says, "Fucking hell, I can't believe I'm doing this."
He's just ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy.
But like angry about it's like, oh, goddamn piece of candy. Fuck, piece of candy.
Oh my God.
Follows the string down the hall to the stairs, which I assume it winds up the stairs to the next floor, where just this string that has been pulled by Vespa, I assume, through the hospital all the way to your room, or to Jackie's room. And I think we'll get a little bit more of the conversation before Johan shows up, and Julia says, "V, you know what she's capable of. Don't do this. It doesn't have to be like this."
You're right, it doesn't have to be like this.
Then will you just tell me?
You're not going to stop until you get a name, are you?
She's not, no.
Ooh. I've overcomplicated this situation because now I know the police are listening too.
If Vivi goes quiet, Piper's gonna step in. Try to lie him out of the situation.
I think there's a long enough pause for Piper to intercede.
She's stalling because she doesn't know either.
But come on, I don't want that bullshit.
It's not bullshit, Julius. It's true. You know, anonymous buyers are a thing. She's stalling because she's afraid for Jackie.
All right, I'm gonna have Piper roll to deceive.
I would like to use a stunt.
Okay.
I have a stunt that I've titled Love the Way You Lie, which is a +2 against someone who has believed one of your lies already this session.
Okay. He did believe one of your lies already, even though it wasn't a success. So yeah. All right, go to roll to deceive.
Oh, it's gonna be a mini. Is the thing.
How many?
How many is your deceive already? And then plus
6!
There's a total of 6. Okay.
1 + 2 + 3!
1 + 2 + 1 + 1.
All right, I think
Plus
can
one,
he
plus one, plus one.
defend? Yeah, I think he's gonna defend with empathy. Yeah, he's gonna defend with empathy.
I've just stacked myself to be very good at lying.
So it's gonna be 4 fate dice and with a +2 bonus. Roll. That's a 3 for him. So that's a shift 3 success. And I think, yeah, he's going to have to take a consequence for that. And I think the consequence is going to be... I'm just going to put it as nervous for for a moderate consequence.
Okay.
Paranoia.
I'm gonna piggyback off of Piper's lie. Listen, Jules. Jackie got stabbed by someone. It wasn't you, and it wasn't me. Which means that this is bigger than both of us.
And it wasn't me, just so we're clear. Okay.
I think it's bigger than both of us, and I think it's bigger than Stephanie.
What are you trying to say?
I say we pull out. All of us. Just leave that to whoever wants it.
Stephanie's not just gonna let it go like that, all right? I'm not gonna stab her in the back.
The stakes are too damn high, Jules.
Fuck. Go and roll to provoke.
Ah! It's another 0.
Okay. He's gonna roll. Doesn't have will. So it's just gonna be a flat roll. Ooh, that's a -3. So it's a 3 shift hit. He has nothing that can absorb that at this point. So I think he just begins to panic. Just fuck. Damn it.
Is he like sort of not paying attention?
Yeah.
I'm taking his gun.
Okay. How are you taking his gun? Using
my
Vega?
hands.
Just it's that trick where you're talking to someone and you just hand them an orange. They will take it. Hand him the flower vase and take the gun.
I'm just gonna, as soon as he like looks away or like hands up to his eyes or whatever, I'm seriously like reflex is gonna reach out and snatch it.
All right.
Do the cool thing where like you put both hands in and then just instantly pull back and have it.
Like Neo. Or someone like Neo.
I don't know if this is more of like a burglary thing for like trying to sleight of hand, or if this is just like straight up like athletics trying to grab it from him.
I think she's just trying to move as fast as possible and just like snatch it. Like I'm not trying to hide it.
Yeah, he's out of it at this point because he's out of consequences. So yeah, you do. You grab the gun. I think he's just panicking. Like the gun is kind of falling loose in his hand, and you take it for a second to grab it.
I don't point it at him, but I have it.
Shit. And he just books it for the door. And as he like steps out into the hall, you just hear a voice yelling, "Freeze!" As Detective Bach comes around the corner, and you see Julius put up his hands, and Detective Bach says, "On your knees now." Drops down on his knees. The detective comes around the corner and sees you, Piper, with the gun.
I can explain.
Drop the gun.
Totally. It's on the floor. It's not mine.
Step back.
I'm in a chair.
I'm assuming you stood to get the gun.
Okay.
Just go with me. Improv.
I sit back
yes,
down.
and. He begins to handcuff Julius and pulls out his radio and begins to call for backup.
It's totally not mine.
He moves across after handcuffing Julius, moves across, secures the weapon, looking around the room. Where is she?
I don't know.
But you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Shit. I'm gonna need your statement. Stay here.
Fine. You gonna pull a gun on me too?
Holsters his weapon. Not unless I have to. And begins the process of arresting. I don't want to go through all this process because it would be boring to get her statement and stuff again. So we're gonna wrap up this scene here with Vivi, I assume on the roof still, listening in on all of this.
Yeah. Only she's standing now with the wind in her hair. That's it.
Penny and Feng, you finally talked your driver into slowing down a little bit as you have gained a lot of distance from this creature. The music's still playing on a loop. His still white knuckling the steering wheel. Raoul begins to breathe a little bit.
I'm pretty sure Raoul has earned his 5 stars tonight.
Oh, 100%. And a really, really big tip.
Mm-hmm.
You come pulling back up to the Isa house. He's still just like staring straight ahead, knuckles on the steering wheel.
Penny just pulls out some cash. It just gives him $100 in 20s. I'm
Takes it.
really sorry about that.
Not supposed to take cash tips, but thank you.
Yeah, that's a really bullshit thing that they do. It's complete and utter horseshit. And if you all want to talk about unionization, just let me know. Okay? I know some people. I'm gonna give you my card, okay?
Thank you. I'm gonna go now.
Thank you, yeah. Get some rest.
Puts the car in drive, turns off the Uber light. Goes
Fang.
pulling out.
Fang shoots off a text in the group chat. You will not believe what just happened.
I could say the same.
Huh.
And that is where we're going to take our break. A lot of things just resolved. A lot of probably conversing to be had. We're going to take our break here and let everybody figure out what they want to do next. We refresh, grab a drink, rejuvenate, stretch, whatever you need. We'll be back here in a few minutes to finish up our session. So stay tuned, everyone. Welcome back, Internet. I almost just went Jason Derulo.
Not sponsored.
One of us was. It's okay.
We were talking about a lot of bullshit during our break. Thanks for hanging out with us. We're gonna get back to it. So, Feng and Penny have survived the phantom attack, or avoided the phantom attack. And Piper and Vivi, I'm just gonna say, Piper, you give your statement. Is there any like specific thing you want to accomplish during the process of the police showing up and arresting Julius, taking your statement, any of that?
I just want it to be very clear that he pulled a gun on me.
Mm-hmm.
and I was able to get it away from him. Shit, are they gonna ask me about Vivi again?
I mean, again, Detective Bach asked briefly about her, and you said you didn't know where she was. He's not putting that in the official report, though.
Okay, then I don't say anything about that.
Okay.
I just make it very clear what happened, that this man disguised himself as a nurse, came in here, was acting all shady, pulled a gun on me. It was crazy, man.
I think Vivi will leave a bee with Piper just to let her know she like didn't abandon her, but she is gonna get out of there.
Okay. So far enough away where you're outside of the police's search perimeter, so you don't get caught up in any of this. Yeah, Piper, Detective Bach takes your statement, everything that happened, but you are free to go.
Okay, I make it very clear that I think this man was involved in the stabbing.
Okay. He will take that in
I'm
mind.
gonna make his life very difficult now.
But Julius is such a good guy. He's just doing his job.
Yeah, Jeff Bezos is also just doing his job, but like, come on.
Nobody's making him
think-
wear leopard print.
I think some jobs are a little worse than others.
You can't say that. You're on Twitch. Do you know who owns us?
Fight me, Bezos.
Isn't he in space right now?
God, I hope so.
Oh, yeah, we're good.
Oh, okay.
Maybe he'll stay there.
Oh, boy, we're going to get kicked off Twitch for this.
I was gonna say, if the feed cuts shortly, you know why.
Yeah.
I mean, I hear YouTube gaming is really good, so.
Catch us live on youtube.com/GameKnights next week.
All right. You go through your statement. Do you meet up? Do Vivi and Piper meet up? Do we want to bring everyone back together back at the Isa house? Where do we want to set up our next scene?
Slumber party! Yeah, sure, that's fine.
Thing
But
is just
she'll-
crashed on the couch.
Yeah, I was about to say, just Penny brings everybody in, like, through the back, away from, like, you know, the main house and the guest room.
Vivi enters through a window.
Piper has stopped along the way to get food.
All right, so
She
Piper shows
get?
up with what? Taco Bell?
No.
You have to be open
Shawarma?
24 hours.
Live Moss.
Shawarma. It's Vegas. Everything.
Del Taco.
4 hours. Del Taco's good.
Shawarma Bell.
Oh,
Shawarma
yes.
tacos! Okay. I have a really great business idea. Just ignore me for the rest of the session.
TM.
Everyone's gathering back up. Vivi enters through a window and she goes, "If I never have to go into another hospital, it'll be too soon."
I got tacos.
I heard tacos.
Vivi takes a taco, and like, as she reaches for the taco, like she like holds it there for a second and goes, "Hey, sorry about all that." To Piper.
I mean, it's not your fault.
Just saying, it was a lot.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna have nightmares about that for a while.
I didn't really want to get you all caught up in all this.
I mean, we kind of contributed a little bit, I would say.
Shrugs, digs into taco.
Oh, hey, by the way, there's a new Phantom out in the streets.
I'm sorry, what?
We saw probably another Class D Phantom.
on this one. Have you played Left 4 Dead 2?
Yes.
Yeah, think of a tank, but
Oh, no.
A tank with jockey legs, but then a
Jockey
boomer
legs.
belly and no head.
yeah.
And the
just
boomer
a
belly
big-
is an eye.
It's just an eye.
Gross.
Extremely gross.
Yeah, we may have I think we traumatized our Uber driver a little bit.
Arro's fine. He's living la vida loca.
Mm.
I don't think Earl will ever be the same.
You gotta.
And
I
he
think
didn't
he-
even see it. He just saw the large explosion.
Are
that
you
kinda
sure he
happened
didn't
when
see it?
landed. You know, I didn't ask.
I think you got too much Loca and not enough Vita.
Thank
Oh.
you, order French champagne.
We
Oh.
caught the well, we got a picture, a clearer picture of who actually did this, by the way, to Jackie.
Good.
Does this person look familiar to anyone? Hold up. The purple-haired, pierced individual with white eyes.
Also leaking malice and spite, but you know what? You guys can't see that.
Also, potentially a shapeshifter, because they kind of looked like a police officer when going in, and then looked like that coming out.
Vivi looks with interest.
Nobody that any of you recognize.
I got nothing.
Really don't know anything else?
Around the time that they went in, and again, I can't stress enough that they looked exactly like a middle-aged police officer going in. So, there's that.
So they could be anyone. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I think we can narrow down the circle a little bit. I did get to talk to Jackie.
Is she okay?
As okay as she can be. But they were definitely asking her about us. Like, said they described us and everything.
Fuck. I mean, if we're being targeted, family protocol, I kind of have to talk to my dad.
Is that bad? How bad's your dad? You bad dad?
He's a great guy. I just really don't feel like a lecture.
Mm.
Ever,
Can
really.
you, like,
never
email
want to
him
hear
or
somebody.
something?
You never want to hear somebody described as a great guy. There's
Hey,
always a
that's my
but
dad.
afterwards.
He's a really good person, and he is a really strong anime user, and
You sound so certain about all of this.
he's my dad. Like, he also is in charge of a lot of things, and you know, you do that long enough, it becomes part of your personality.
Is it really going to benefit us to tell your dad? Or is this an obligation thing?
Oh, 100% an obligation thing. I'd really not want to bother with that.
Well, so we don't have to tell him today.
But if he finds out that we knew about it later and that I didn't tell him, then I'm gonna be in some serious shit.
So lie.
Points at Piper affirmatively.
I don't do that well with my dad.
I don't
Look,
know
he
what to
has
do
this-
for you.
Oh, he does this like eye thing, and it's just like,
Oh, kind of what my grandma does.
Yes, 100%.
Y'all are way too afraid of boomers.
Hold on, I've never seen this eye thing. Piper, can you do the eye thing?
Yeah, it's like
Oh god.
Oh, I see that all the time. That's hilarious.
Oh, it's the I'm not angry, I'm disappointed look.
it's almost like a really. Then a slight head shake.
That's actually a very good impression.
Ha! Four emperors flare out.
And sitting in the corner of the room, who you hadn't seen before and don't remember entering, is Moxie.
Is
I'm
that an
sorry.
assassin?
No, it's
Again?
I've already had a gun pointed at me once today. Can we not, please?
Wait,
For
what?
those that haven't seen her before, she's wearing a long black hair, tied up in a ponytail, still wearing sunglasses, but now a little more casually wearing a white tank top and white leggings.
If I roll for contacts to see if I know who this is,
Ooh. Sure.
I rolled a 3.
Huh.
Frankie.
You don't know her. Trying to think how she might interact with mundane society. Because I would say it probably wouldn't be reasonable for it. Probably wouldn't make much sense for Vivi to know her as a S rank anima hunter, or phantom hunter. But how do you think you might have known her?
I want to say that, like, in preparing for the job to steal the artifact to begin with, Vivi would have, like, looked at a lot of the family and saw that this was a prominent member of the family. I think she probably doesn't know them necessarily from an anima standpoint, but, like, from, like, positions in the family itself.
Yeah, I think maybe she holds. Yeah, because she would probably hold some sort of like board position or something within the greater ISA corporate conglomerate, which Wormhole is a facet of. So yeah, she would hold some sort of high corporate position right there, but she doesn't actually do anything for any of that.
Okay. Vivi is going to put her sunglasses down and, like, act incognito.
We didn't mean to wake you. I'm really sorry.
Oh, I'm early riser.
Is the sunglasses inside thing coming back, or what are we doing?
I'm trying to. Yes. Is it
I
working?
mean, you can pull it off, I think. Yeah.
Thank you.
Everyone, this is my cousin, actually. This is Moxie.
Third cousin, something like that. Hello. Seems like you all are into a big mess here, from what I've heard.
Look,
I didn't want to interrupt, but I did want to listen.
this is not yet company business. We're gonna be working on getting this covered, so I would really appreciate if you wouldn't discuss this with Uncle Vic or my father.
Oh, I wasn't planning to. No, that sounds dreadfully boring.
Great.
But I do want to be involved, though.
You do.
Yes. I mean, it would be terribly irresponsible for me, in the position that I am as your elder and
You're like 5 years older than me.
instructor, to let you all deal with this without some sort of supervision.
When did you
Given how
become my instructor?
woefully unprepared you all are.
My vision's 2020.
Just now.
All the peanut butter.
And yes, just now.
So you're Penny's cousin.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like also powerful.
Yes. Very.
I think it's a great idea.
While you're visiting, if you want to help out, I guess that's like fine.
Yes, I'm going to insist. Mainly because if I don't, I feel you're just going to end up getting in the way.
In the way of what?
I have a bit of business here. That's why I'm in town. Some rather powerful phantoms that seem to be located in this area. And I'm looking into it. It may be nothing. They may already be gone. But figured I'd do something productive while I'm here. And if part of that is training you for relative infants to use your abilities in a more productive way, then
I cannot stress enough that you are like literally 5 years older than me.
well, in age, yes. In ability and skill, I give a far greater margin there.
Are you always so condescending to people you've just met?
I find it adds to my charm.
I really want to say you're wrong. But I really can't.
Not helping, Piper.
Helping me.
I'll let you all deal with your business now, and you can figure out whatever this current predicament you're in. But perhaps we meet up tomorrow for some training, as you might call it.
I'm gathering we really don't have much of a choice right now.
Well, it's not like I'm going to have time to go to the gym tomorrow, so.
Perfect. Afternoon workout.
I'll be there.
Yeah, we'll see you in the gym.
All right.
Tacos.
Have a good night then, everyone. She stands and leaves the room.
As she's leaving, sidles up to Feng. Can you do a reading
Right now,
right now?
I can try. What do you want me to look for?
I think you'll know if you see it.
Feng's gonna go for the investigate.
Okay.
Oh,
Roll to investigate.
4 total.
All right. With a 4, your brain doesn't explode, so that's good. Just kidding. You get a aura reading from Moxie. That is uncomfortable for you. There's no malice or anything behind it, similar to the sort of readings that you get from the rest of your crew. Very similar to Penny's, given their bloodline and abilities are likely similar in nature. But what a far greater capacity, comparable to the person that you saw in the photo before.
Feng pushes his tacos away from him, stands up, goes to a medicine cabinet, and just takes a handful of aspirin.
Is he okay?
I haven't.
Just coming into my powers and using them in relatively quick succession, it's kind of like a hangover, but I didn't drink anything, so it's less fun. Also, no malice, but very strong.
Like the sound of no malice. I've got a out of character question. Vivi and Penny's family. How's that looking right now? Like, are they all aware that she was the one who stole the artifact? Are they aware of the fact that she gave it back? Are they aware of the fact that she's now working with them? Or is this something that Penny's been keeping kind of like under wraps to some degree?
They would definitely be aware that you were the one that put it back, whether they were aware that you were the person that stole it. I guess whether or not they're actively looking for Vivi is a question for Penny.
No. She probably talked her dad down a little bit and said that she could handle it. And her dad probably had 8 million other very important things to do, so went with it.
Sounds good to me.
It's probably a decent enough question to bring up in character, which I feel like would come up after meeting Moxie. Yeah, I like the idea of no malice. Quick question, Penny.
Yeah.
Where am I exactly on your family's radar?
I told my dad to let me handle it.
Cool. What does that mean?
Means you're on probation.
Oh, that's fun. I've been on probation before.
Why am I not in any way surprised?
That's why I don't use guns.
It's all becoming clearer. This may be weird. But at some point tomorrow, I need one of you to knock her sunglasses off.
Why?
I feel like it's way too much of a coincidence that a really powerful person showed up, and then she showed up with them.
Gotcha.
Also, we're dealing with a person potentially with completely whited out eyes, and she's literally wearing sunglasses inside on multiple occasions.
Are you asking us to knock your blind cousin's sunglasses off?
I don't know how I feel about this.
You're saying you don't think that's your cousin?
Yeah.
I'll do it.
I'm a great distraction, so...
Your family already hates me already.
I'll distract her and Vivi can steal him. Or trip into her, or do something. I don't know. You do things so many different ways, I can never really predict what you're gonna do.
Honestly, neither can I. And I like it better that way.
Great, I'll chat her up, you steal her glasses. And we potentially offend someone.
Or during the whole training thing, I can try to aim a fun chatter.
Or we could just punch a woman we don't know in the face.
Hey, she was the one that brought up training, okay?
Gonna go take a nap.
Do you have any real reason to think she's not your cousin?
call it paranoia.
So no.
Not in a technical sense.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were gonna say. Because this kind of feels like Power Trip Penny a little bit.
What does that mean?
It means somebody bigger and badder than you in the Isa family is coming in and stealing your thunder this week, and you don't like it.
There are already a ton of bigger and badder members of my family. My
Not in
dad.
your house.
Uncle Vic is very powerful.
You literally just sat here and said to Vivi, I told my dad to let me handle it. So forgive me if I don't buy it.
Wait, is Vic the guy with the octopus?
Yeah.
That's Jimmy.
Sure. Yeah. Very powerful.
That's Jimmy Buffett.
He likes Jimmy Buffett.
He's
His name
basically
is
Jimmy
Victor
Buffett.
Isa.
Seems the type.
Anyway, cool deflection. Are you sure this isn't just like a jealousy thing?
It's not a jealousy thing, okay?
How many cigarettes have you
I just
want to
be sure. I can't handle it. You're really good at that.
From the couch, there's just a hand that raises up and like 3 fingers before it lowers back
Yeah.
down.
That's what I thought.
I just
Bang,
want
we're-
to be sure.
We're gonna have to have a talk about snitches and stitches.
You just want to be sure, so you want us to either punch your cousin in the face or by some nefarious means steal her sunglasses so you can, look at her eyeballs?
Just to make sure she's not this person.
Counter argument. If they are a shapeshifter, why keep the eyes?
I was going to ask the same thing.
Maybe they can't change them.
You know, just because she has, like, cloudy eyes underneath there doesn't mean it's the same person, right?
How much do you trust Feng's aura reading ability?
It's been pretty much flawless so far.
If it's that sensitive, don't you think he'd know? I'll still knock her glasses off, don't get me wrong.
Okay, maybe it's late. Maybe I'm being paranoid. And then maybe I don't like being told what to do. But just to be safe.
Okay, and if we knock off her glasses and her eyes are wonky, then what? There's
Then we
like
know to keep her-
17 explanations, and we've also offended her. Potentially hurt her, so...
Maybe we just talk about this in the morning.
Fine. She's only 5 years older than you?
Piper, no.
What? Piper? Well, Piper
No.
what? Piper
No.
what?
Absolutely not.
What?
No.
What?
You know what? No. Off limits.
Oh, according to who?
Piper.
You're not my boss. Only if she's legit, okay?
Oh, I'm really glad that if she's actually the shape-shifting fucking phantom, you're not also gonna try and date her.
Okay, well, if she's the shape-shifting fucking phantom, I'm not gonna try to date her, but I mean, it's a valid option for a trap, I'm just saying.
I'm going to bed now. She grabs another taco and just walks out of the room, dejected.
As the conversation turned to dating, Vivi just kind of rolled her eyes and found a spot to settle down in.
Looks at Feng. Am I wrong?
Fang is lying down on the couch. He has AirPods in. Should make you drink the water and then order French champagne.
Oh my god, I love that song.
The Uber driver would not stop playing it on repeat.
That's funny.
It's like, it's weird. The mixing that he did, it was kind of like What's New Pussycat 7 times. It just flawless.
I can respect that.
I don't know how he does it all night though.
Some people like simple things.
Also, not gonna lie, if my friend says don't date their cousin, I kind of won't date their cousin.
Third cousin. And he doesn't even know her.
That's a conversation starter. Anyway, we should get some rest.
You're all so boring.
I just spent the better half of 2 hours with this thing on, and my eyes hurt.
Go to sleep.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night, Feng.
So everyone retires to their guest room / couch / wherever Vivi sleeps for the evening.
She just conks out in whatever chair she flumps down in.
It's an armchair in the living room.
Yep.
It's Vic's chair.
Oh no. Oh no.
Kick out the lazy boy legs, lay out.
Behind it, just posters of Jimmy Buffett.
You know he's
Yeah.
got a lazy boy. He is living on island time.
She's got like she like found a robe in the in a closet somewhere, and she's got like an eye mask on that like says Queen Bee on it.
The best part is there's a V for Vic, but it could also be V for Vivi.
Yes. She's like, oh, this is mine now.
I think if that's the case, you wake up in the morning and you sort of pull the mask back and you just see a big silvery octopus above you. And you just hear, like, in a booming voice, "Good morning."
Like, just like pulls the eye mask up a little bit, looks at him, and then just like pulls it back down.
Hey Vic, you have coffee yet?
Working on it now.
Cool. Can I get a cup?
Yep, right after I finish counting the silverware.
Why do people keep doing that?
I got coffee. I think it doesn't matter what time they went to bed. Piper's been up since like 6.
Oh no, same. Penny like walks into
Religiously.
the room with like a towel over her shoulders. She's already worked out, like hair up, just like covered in sweat.
Yeah.
Morning, good. You're all up.
Wait, there was workouts and you didn't invite me?
You
You're
were
hungover.
literally drooling.
It's never stopped me before.
You're gonna get bags under your eyes if you don't get enough sleep here. It's French press. Penny has French press.
Well,
I
yeah, it's
don't-
the only way to have coffee.
I'm kind of a pour over guy. But thank you.
Vivi has somehow gotten a hold of a cup of tea and is pouring honey into it.
Piper's also made espresso. Every coffee maker that Penny has, I think she's used this morning.
Oh, she's got the French press. She's got a Chemex.
There's just the
She
whole
know-
kitchen smells like coffee. Piper's made so many different coffees. She's not even gonna drink all of them.
Spit a couple of shots of espresso in his own coffee.
Vivi had to go digging into like the very back of the cupboard to find any tea.
It's Tivana.
Oh,
The Ises are a coffee house for sure.
amazing.
The only
think-
tea you have is breakfast blend.
Yep.
Rip.
I think there's a there's commotion in the kitchen as everyone begins to wake up. Vic gets started on some breakfast. He just is cooking breakfast like a dad. Just eggs and bacon for everyone, even if they didn't ask for it.
Do you need help, Jimmy?
I see what you did there. No, I've got it. Like, is going to like working on switching out the bacon. You see his anima with the big octopus tentacles like reach over, grab one of the pans that has the eggs on it, and sort of like flings it up. And as it does, the egg sort of like slows down into like a crawl and almost like freezing in the air. So he cracks another egg into the pan, brings out a plate, and then like the egg begins to accelerate again as it catches it on the plate and sets it to the side.
I would kill
Family's
for that
cool.
power in real life. The things I would cook.
Yeah, no, he's cooking like a champ in the kitchen right now. There's the door like alarm goes off as somebody comes through the front door and sort of jogging in, a little bit of sweat across their forehead and their neck is Moxie. Wearing some running gear. Still wears mostly white. This one has like some purple accessories or like accents around the edges, but definitely has a color palette that she favors. Still wearing her sunglasses. She comes jogging in and says, "Morning, everyone," and grabs a cup of coffee and a plate of food. Vic turns around and says, "Have a good run." And she says, "Oh yes, had to cut it short today. Only got about 85 miles in. Thank you."
On your
Is everyone
left, I
ready for
guess.
training this afternoon?
I'm like so excited.
Vivi's like still in robe and slippers, like her hair isn't done yet. She like looks over and she's got like running mascara because she didn't shower last night.
I'm gonna warm up.
Oh, no rush. I need to eat first.
We sort of have something to do this morning, but we'll be ready this afternoon.
All right. Well, as long as you're on time. It's the first rule of yada yada yada. It's fine to show up whenever you need to.
Right.
I mean, do we all need to, or I could, hang out?
Yes, Piper, we all need to. Remember?
Does Piper remember?
Feng's looking back and forth like, wait, plans made?
We have to go get fingerprinted, remember?
Oh, right.
We have to go give statements at the police station, but she's not going to say that in the kitchen with her Uncle Vic.
I mean, technically, I've already completed that particular.
Yes, but we need you to
Task.
introduce us to our contact, remember?
Yeah, you know what? Totally. Anything to help.
Well, I'll see you all this afternoon then. I'm going to cool off and begin my late morning regiment, I guess. She continues to eat as she's leaving.
Vivi steals the bathroom before she can get in.
Roll burglary. No.
Steals the
bathroom
entire
is
bathroom.
gone.
Just picks up the door and walks away.
Just water spouting out of bare pipes.
Terrible.
I'm just imagining a million bees carrying off all the different like a tile and like the sink being supported by a small cloud.
Vivi is just Carmen Sandiego, but with fucking bees, isn't she?
You don't know that Carmen Sandiego didn't have bees.
It's true.
Could you if you guys have ever seen Cells at Work, it's the little platelets that are the bees.
Aw,
Yes.
no. Babies.
We can't reach, it's too tall.
Terrible.
Amazing.
All right. So who all? I assume everyone but Vivi is going to get fingerprinted right now.
Uh-huh.
So Vivi is having a nice, relaxing morning, long shower, uses up all the hot water for the house.
Yeah.
Jesus.
While Feng, Penny, and Piper head to the police department. Okay. You arrive. Is there anything you want to do on the way or before? No. Okay.
It's probably like the after workout, like smoothie, protein, all that good stuff. But
You arrive at the police department. Go up to the front desk. Do your names. The clerk at the front desk says, "Oh, you're here to be fingerprinted, right? Just wait off over there. An officer will be back in a minute to take you back for your fingerprinting. Should have you in and out maybe 20 minutes."
thank you.
All right.
Fang leans over to Piper. I wonder how many finger jokes have been made in this police station.
Too many.
Hey, I'm here to get fingered.
Oh, finger your print.
No fingerprints. I don't think so.
We got 20 minutes left. I can just end the session here. We can just be done.
No.
Who would be? I'm gonna have the three of you roll notice for me.
-1.
+1.
4.
Hell yeah.
Penny's just pissed and aggravated about the last 24 hours, so she's not paying any fucking attention at all.
Okay. So you're all brought back one at a time to get fingerprinted. Run through the process pretty quickly. They take prints of each of your fingers, put them in, and that's it. Like, not really much else to it than that. You don't see Detective Bach while you're there. One of the officers is the one taking care of this process. However, Piper, when you go back, I'll say you're the last one, and you goes to take gets your third finger, and realizes the pad is going dry because I had to go grab a replacement. Just you mind waiting for one moment?
Oh yeah, no worries.
Walks out of the room, kind of closes the door most of the way, but still open like a crack. Goes to leave. As you're waiting in there, you hear a conversation from outside, kind of hushed, and says, or kind of muted through the door. Sounds like two officers or detectives talking to each other. Says, one of them starts with, "Yeah, did you hear about the bodies they found last night?" "Yeah, nasty stuff, really. They ever have any leads on it?" "Nah, I think it might be gang related, but not really sure. It was kind of weird." "Weird how?" "I don't know if you'll believe me if I tell you." "Oh, come on, I need something. It's early." All right. So Johnson was telling me, and again, you didn't hear this from me, but apparently they had these, I guess they were like nails or something in the back of their heads. Someone had just like, damn. That's nuts. That's what killed him? No. See, that's the strangest part. Coroner did their thing, ran through the full autopsy. These people been dead for like weeks. They don't know what killed him exactly, but whoever did that to them, that was way after. Shit. Another freak show coming through. It's gonna be a busy week. Amen. Footsteps recede down the path. Eventually the cop returns and says, alright, got the pad. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Continues fingerprinting.
You guys should really get those digital things, you know?
You know, they've got them in the northern precinct, but we don't have the budget down here for that.
Oh, it's too bad.
Yeah, it's a shame. Make it jobs a lot easier, but it's alright. Alright, that's it. You're all done. Hands you like a wet wipe to clean your hands with and says, I'll take you back to the front entrance.
Thanks, Officer.
God damn it, Savannah.
McNamara.
Yes.
Officer McNamara.
Officer McNamara. Thank you so much. It's nice to not have to
Feng.
wait around for hours for stuff like this. I've been to the DMV a couple of times.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Let's you out the door. Take care now.
Thanks, you too.
A good one.
Feng just turns, stares at Penny. Boop.
Seriously?
And then he cleans his hands with a wet wipe.
The stuff does not come off.
You look like Mungo Jerry.
I go to the bathroom.
The bathroom, wash your nose off.
Waits till
Penny.
we get back to the car to say anything.
Penny, while you're washing your hands in this small precinct bathroom, scrubbing them off. It's like just a single person bathroom. You kind of wipe off your nose a bit. You look down, and as you look back up, your reflection isn't mirroring you exactly. Just sort of staring, and you see their mouth move for a moment, like they're trying to say something. And then the mirror fractures.
Runs back out, grabs Fang, doesn't even say anything, just grabs Fang and like drags them into the bathroom.
Oh, I'm not allowed to flirt with your cousin, but you're gonna be like this? Okay, fine. I'll wait in the car.
Doesn't even respond. Just drags him to the bathroom.
Yeah?
And my reflection did that creepy horror movie thing where it didn't match up, and then the mirror shattered. Can you do a reading?
Okay.
Is the mirror still shattered?
It
Did
is.
it? Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's
Oh
like
God.
spiderweb fissures across it.
No, clear.
I hate that even more.
Yeah.
So, roll. Oh! 6.
Ooh! Goddamn.
Wait, is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 total, and then my +2 buff?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or it looks like it already had your... No, am I looking at the wrong things? It's not showing up. That already had your +2 buff in it.
Oh, so it's a 4.
Oh, so it's a 4 then.
It's
Okay.
a 4. Yeah.
Well,
But either way, that's very good. Yeah, because it was 3 minus 1 plus 2.
Okay, yeah. Math.
1 + 1 + 2 + 1.
Who needs it?
1 + 2 + 1 + 1.
Redfish,
Feng,
bluefish.
you do a you kind of visor kind of clicks once again.
Ugh.
Brace yourself for the impact, and as you open your eyes and you look over the aura, you do get two distinct auras in here. You see Penny right in front of you, and you see an aura coming from the mirror, like some sort of residual like effect coming from whatever caused the mirror to break. Almost, you can see it running through like the fissures and the cracks. But the aura is the same as Penny's.
He puts a hand on Penny's shoulder, and there's a very serious look on his face before he pushes her out the bathroom, locks the door, and yarfs.
Oh,
There's the flush. He walks back out, kind of after gargling. So, aura in the mirror, same as yours.
I didn't do that.
I didn't spot anything else.
Okay.
Penny, listen, we are dealing with a lot of shit right now, and things are chaotic at best. Broken mirrors, 7 years bad luck. Not bad.
I didn't do it.
I believe you. I believe you.
I need to get back to the house. I want to do a little bit of research.
Okay. Can we stop by the smoothie place again?
Yeah, why don't we hit a 7-Eleven too and get you some ginger ale?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for doing that. I know it's not 100% comfortable yet.
I'll learn to live with it. I think, maybe. No.
When I was first learning with Omega, like I would get like serious vertigo just, anytime that we like did something. So, you'll get used to it, I think.
Either that or just keep stocking ginger ale in the back of your car.
I mean, I could do that. That's not a bad idea.
Oh, no, but in the Vegas heat, though?
Yeah, I was about to say, I really don't want to wash that out of my upholstery.
Piper's waiting for us.
Right, yeah, sorry.
No, you're fine.
Head on back out.
I'll head out to a very angry-looking Piper.
Okay, look. So, like, my reflection in the mirror in the bathroom sort of exploded, and I needed Feng to read the aura in there.
Cool story, bro. Tell it again.
Fuck.
This is set at the present day, Savannah. We're not in the early 2000s anymore.
I'm gonna.
It was some holdover from the last loop that we went through.
Right. Piper only makes early 2000s references.
I don't know. It was like that creepy horror movie thing where like your reflection is not moving with you, and then like the glass shattered.
I can confirm there were shattered
And
glass.
I wanted to know if it was like a phantom or something.
And was it? Okay, so
No.
just like to clarify, some really creepy thing happened. The three of us were here and you said, no, let's leave Piper in the car.
That's not what I said. I needed to grab Feng to do the thing that Feng does.
Yeah, fine. Whatever.
I didn't.
I don't have anything to contribute anyway.
No, it wasn't about. Look, I need to get back to the house to do some research.
Cool, I'll drive.
Okay.
Feng sends a warning text to Vivi ahead of time. Mom and Mom are fighting.
Vivi gets the text and she's like at the mall, just like shopping. She's like wearing a wig. And she like looks at the text and then just takes like a long surreptitious slurp from her smoothie.
All right. So, with the three of you heading back to the house, for your training with Moxie, I want to cut to one last thing away from the three of you. It is late morning, almost early afternoon, in a business park a few miles to the south of the main Las Vegas Strip. A police car idles off of the road past the barbed wire fence. The gate has already been swung open. The cop walks slowly down the sidewalk in the shade of this building in the Las Vegas heat. His eyes scanning the ground for something. They look up, and somebody else is walking in their direction. A dark, garbed individual wearing a black hoodie and some chains around their near their waist, hanging off of their belt, clattering slightly. The cop stops for a second. Stay where you are. Investigation. The person doesn't stop. The cop's hand goes to their waist, towards their taser, and he says, "Stop. I'm ordering you right now." No pause. The figure walking towards them doesn't break their stride or slow or even acknowledge their presence from the shade underneath their hoodie. The cop says, "All right," pulls out the taser and fires. And the barbs of the taser pass unnoticed through this figure. As they walk up, raising a hand, also covered in a black glove, and touches the forehead of the cop. And in an instant, the cop appears to age 1,000 years as their skin turns to paper, their flesh desiccates, rots away, and they recede to a pile of ash at the touch of this individual. This figure continues to walk, effortlessly moving, gliding almost along the sidewalk, without any hint of acknowledgement other than there's one small action. They turn, enter this warehouse into the dark and shaded space within. And in there, in the shadows, 3 other figures stand. And a deep and commanding voice echoes out. "You're late, Thanatos." The figure doesn't respond, but holds up a hand in some gesture of acknowledgement as they step to join the others in the darkness. And that's where we're going to end our session for tonight. Good game, everyone.
My boyfriend, he's here.
Serious question. Scythe? No scythe? Maybe?
Not that you saw.
To get the Edgeworth hair, like it makes like the M.
Maybe. Yeah.
Under the hoodie, though, because you can.
Yeah, under the hoodie. Actually forms a T on his head for Thanatos.
And the whole time he's just T-posing.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Good session, everyone. So that will be a minor milestone. Got it. One day I'm gonna remember how to run this game.
I've literally only done like 4 sessions of it. I think you're chill.
I know. Everybody gets a milestone. I'll look it up and remember which one that is. Awesome. Any thoughts, worries? Minor milestone is what it is.
I have many
Sid
of
knows
both
what
of
happens.
those.
Sid knows what the fuck happened in that bathroom. Penny has no goddamn clue and is freaking the fuck out. But Sid knows, and god damn it, I love it.
Piper is so put out by Penny right now.
Penny does not know what to do. She thinks she's communicating. She is not. It's great.
She's super not.
Welcome to
not at
season 1
all.
Feng.
Piper, stop putting yourself in this situation. Date an NPC, goddammit.
Any thoughts? Anything before we anything else before we get going other than yelling at our characters?
Head
We can do
empty.
that all day.
Only thoughts.
Okay. All right. Well, we will get going. Oh, I guess I could play this. Thank you, everyone, for watching today. We'll be back in 2 weeks for our next session. Join us for other streams in the meantime. Our schedule's below. Our next stream will be tomorrow at 4 o'clock Eastern Time. Savannah is running our Vespa game of Thursday's Children, so come hang out for that. We will see everyone next time. Thank you, my lovely players and everyone out there in chat. And until then, good game and good night, Internet.